Hi, welcome to the Weeville garage. Red's gonna get himself some new carpet. I got the old stuff torn out, and I got some of that sound deadening stuff ordered that hadn't got here yet. And this is going to be a learning experience would be a drastic understatement. So got to pick up all this insulation that was left over. Actually, I peeled that off the back. It was stuck to the back of the old carpet, and I laid it down to see where it was, see where it went. And then I decided, well, I want to put some more sound deadening stuff. And I got an issue back there in the back where I put a piece of wood across the hole where the trunk, the back seat, the top of the back seat used to be. I want to put some stuff back there. So anyhow, first order of business, as I understand it, is to get all this stuff out of here and clean the surfaces to make sure that the sound deadening stuff, which comes in panels, it is going to stick, got a sticky back on it. So we'll start with that. Some of the old sound deadening stuff stuck to the floorboard. So I guess I'll be scraping that off of there kind of like this. You know what? This is going to take a while. Now, you didn't see me doing this using a wire brush on a painted surface of a car. I just knew I was going to be compensated for all this. A chapstick. Free chapstick. Now we get to vacuum up all this stuff. Now, one of those videos that I watched said that you're going to want to clean these contact surfaces with some of this here 91% alcohol in order to help the glue on the back side of that sound deadener stick really good. Well, hell, I'll do it, I reckon. I was doing a good job of taking the paint off. I don't believe I'll keep doing that. No, believe I won't. Can't believe everything you see on YouTube, can you? Well, what about some of this here cleaning vinegar? You know, I might ought to look up and see if this leaves a residue or not. I don't know if it does. Might try some Windex. I don't know. Well, now that might be the trick right there. Oh, yeah, I'm liking that. Well, here's the stuff. It's Kill Mat. It's 80 mils. It's got 36 square feet in this box. I weighed this box. It weighs 18 pounds. So that's half a pound per square foot. And they want you to stick, it's got a peel off back end. You stick it on there and then you warm it up with the heat gun. And then you roll it down with a roller. That's what they want you to do. Well, let's see what's in the box. Kill Mat. Instruction, installation guide. Soundproofing. Step 1. Measure the pre-cleaned surface. Stationary knife or construction scissors to cut it. Locate the piece. Remove the release paper. And then use a roller rolling down on the next step. And it doesn't say anywhere that you need to heat it up or warm it up. But anyhow, the guy in the video did that. So they also in the video, the product video, they talked about rolling it. Not only helps the glue to stick more permanently, but it also activates it as a sound deadener. They took a piece of this stuff and they rolled half of it, and then they started whacking on the half that had been rolled, and then whacking on the half that had not been rolled, and the side that had been rolled sounded a whole lot more solid. It was making a different sound. So we're going to warm it up to help it stick and to help form it, and then we're going to roll it, and we'll see how all that goes in. Now, every car, of course, is going to have its own shapes and elevation changes and lumps and spots in the floor and all like that. And I have chosen this spot right back here on the side of the tunnel where I can put my very first piece, put it in their hole without having to cut it or anything. So we'll just see how the process goes. We're going to start with it right there. Well, here goes nothing. Oh look, more free stuff. A quarter. It sticks. Look, it sticks. It hangs there. It hangs there. So he just warm it, which we did. Well, by golly, for a first piece, that came out pretty darn good, I think. Now we just keep on going. Well, it's day 2 of putting the kill mat stuff on there. And I'm having a lot of fun just sticking it everywhere it'll go. I think this stuff might make a difference because I'm starting to notice, let's say this side of the tunnel. I don't know if you can hear this or not. It makes a different sound, and then over here, it's much sharper on raw metal than it is on this stuff. So I believe we're onto something here. Well, that got her done all the way up to where the back seat starts right here. It goes back in there, and it's a big old thick piece of foam. So I've got a theory that that's a pretty good sound stopper by itself. But when I put this piece of wood in here in the back there, because I had to take the back seat out and left that hole where the trunk is, I put a piece of wood right there, and look at that gap that I left. That's what I've been listening to the whole time on both sides with everything that's going on inside the trunk, is because that piece of wood didn't reach all the way to seal up the trunk. So believe I'm going to go in there and put some of this kill mat on the inside of the trunk where that gap is, and see if maybe that helps things out a little bit. Well, here's the trunk, such as it is, and it's kind of been out of shape because I got this full-size 18 by 10 spare tire in there. And here we can see what we're up against. You can see daylight underneath there. I'm thinking we can see daylight all around it. I'm going to put kill mat on this piece of wood and overlap it. Overlap it in the corners. And we'll see if that helps with the sound coming from back here, because I'm about to run out of kill mat. I got 7 more sheets after doing ridiculously too much in the cockpit. So we'll see. This thing's only held on the sides because I didn't have anywhere to throw a pop rivet in the middle. Can you hear that? Let's see if we can fix that with the kill mat. It won't look pretty, but it'll be in the trunk. I believe we got something here. Just that much of that stuff is holding that board firmly along the top. It's going to stick. At least it's sticking now really good after I put the heat on it. I go all the way around with that. I don't know if I'll even need to put the kill mat across the middle there. I mean, it's holding around the edges. Well, why not? I'll slap some kill mat on there too. These channels up there, I got to go over. I got to cover that up because I can look through there and see some daylight if I look through the right way. So a little more work to do on the trunk. Well, here it is. It's a messy solution to a mess I made putting that board in there, but I tell you, it came out great with this kill mat stuff. I mean, I don't like it. It's nice and firm. Huh. That's in there. That piece of wood's not going to be rumbling and rattling anymore. And if I should happen to decide that I want to do the whole trunk and kill mat stuff, well, I'm going to have to go get some more. I'm going to have to order some online because I cut into my last piece to finish that job right there. So there you go for sound deadener. Now, what started all that, 4 days worth of that, was this. Red's getting himself a new carpet because his old carpet was, I don't know, it was alright except for right underneath the floor, on the floorboard underneath the pedals, it was all worn down because I never used a floor mat, and I don't want a floor mat, so I'm giving him a new carpet. Oh look, here's me a new carpet, and they sent some sound deadener. Woohoo! Wonder where we're gonna put that now, huh? Well, there it is. These replacement carpets, they come already contoured to fit the shape of the inside of the vehicle, and I was making all kind of plans as to how to handle this thing when I get it out of the box to keep from getting it dirty while I'm messing around with it. And it looks like they've been raising sheep on this thing or something. I don't know if I ever get all that vacuumed off. Some of the YouTube videos that I've seen about replacing the carpet recommend you put it out in the sun for a little while to get it softened up and let it relax. So that's what we're going to do. Like so, for a while. Then they say you compare the old one to the new one to try to determine where to put the holes. Well, I don't know. And this thing was cut only where it needed to be cut to clear stuff. It's like they built the car around it over that tunnel there. I had to cut that to get the carpet out. These little feet here. And they got it cut out for the handbrake right there. And my feet wore these holes. That's gas in the brake, and over here's the clutch. So I don't guess I should install those holes. In fact, they've got a nice little reinforced area right here on this new one. Now this new one is a lot heavier material than this original one. So I don't know how easy it's going to be to work with. We'll see. Well, I can't recreate these places where it was tied together one piece at the factory because they built the console after they put the carpet in. So I'm just going to split this thing right down the middle back to the back of the handbrake, and then I'm going to work on it from there. One theory has it you lay one on top of the other and match the holes, and then I saw a video where the guy said that he did that and put the carpet in and nothing lined up, so you lay the carpet in there and then make the holes. So away we go. I'm gonna cut this thing with some scissors, some man type scissors, and that's gonna get us started. Well, that's done. When I got back here towards the end of the tunnel, I moved the cut over to the right, well, my right, driver's side, to clear where the handbrake hangs right here on the left side of the tunnel. So we're going to put that in, see what I did. Did I ruin it? I don't think I did. Well, at my rate of work, that ought to keep me busy for the next few days. Getting that shaped up and put in. It's all held together by the trim and some push pins and what have you. So there. So instead of pre-cutting all the holes and not having them line up when I get the carpet in the car, like in this case, I pushed down on the carpet and the studs shot right through the carpet, so that's where that needs to be. I'm still working on the driver's side, and one thing I've already noticed when I cut this carpet to fit around these slots for the trim panel, I cut them like this, and there's nothing that wants that carpet to stay in there. When I put this thing together, I've already seen it's going to be puffy and it might even fall out of there. So when I do the other side, I'm going to leave tabs here long enough to lap over this sticking up thing, and I believe there's enough room inside that trim panel where it'll actually hold it down that way. I goofed, but we'll see if we can do better on the other side. So I made me some trim tabs. I cut tabs and I stapled them to the existing carpet. Maybe that'll help hold everything together when it comes together, which is right now in a minute. Trying to convince those tabs to enjoy being that shape. We'll see. Maybe I'll leave that on there overnight. Just let them think about that for a while. Well, that worked. They're in the right shape. Now, will it work? It worked. Well, I'm finally starting to see some daylight here. I'm getting those tabs trained to stay bent. Maybe I can resolve that last trim piece, and there it is. It's in the car now. What we call this stuff, this back here, this is called a pregnant mess. These pins go through the trim, but they don't even reach the hole in the metal back there. Now, if that bothers me after about 6 months, I can come back in here and just work on that one area and not have to worry about the whole rest of the car. So that's just about a wrap. Now, the moral of this story is, do not let me install the replacement carpet in your car. It's looking more like a car. Well, Shazam, look what I noticed when I was cleaning up, vacuuming, after I'm through. No wonder I had so much trouble putting this thing. I put it in crooked. You can tell by this floor mat right there. I don't know if you can tell it in the video or not, but it's rotated this way, which means that all this crap back here that's all bubbled up and it looked like it was fit another car was supposed to be over here in this corner. So, oh yeah, Pee-wee's carpet installation service at your service. Well, by golly, it's in now. That's the way it is. Wow, Red is a whole lot quieter just riding along slow, because I plugged up that hole back there. That fixed all the racket on the inside. Now all that sound deadener stuff probably sound better going down the highway on going fast too. So anyhow, that's another adventure. Thank you for visiting Weeville Garage. And come back soon for more mistakes and mess ups. And y'all have a wonderful day. Bye now.